today we're gonna make round steak in the skillet. I'm using the 10-in-1 slow cooker, but we're using it as a skillet. So we're going to cut the steak, this is round steak, into small serving size pieces. And then after we do that, we're going to put some pepper on there, a little salt, and some flour. We have the skillet on medium with a little oil. You want to continue to move the meat around so every bit of it gets browned. Okay, now the steak is cooked through. We're going to go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. We have some thinly sliced onions, and we're going to put in 2 cans of tomato bisque soup. After that, I'm going to fill one of the cans with some water, and we'll put that in there and then turn the skillet on high and bring everything to a boil. Now we're boiling. I'm going to go ahead and give it one more stir. We're going to turn this down to a simmer, and we're going to leave that for an hour and 20 minutes to tender up that steak. Here are our finished plates. We had broccoli and rice. This is a must try. It was so very good. And I'll have your ingredients here, and of course directions in the description box below. The first thing we're going to do for our Catalina chicken is to marinate the chicken breast in the Catalina dressing for 3 to 4 hours. When you're ready to start putting the dish together, you're going to combine some cracker crumbs. I used Ritz and some black pepper, and then you're going to take the chicken out of the marinade, dip it into the cracker crumbs, and place it into a greased baking dish. Do that until you have all of your chicken breast covered. Since I didn't have enough space in that one dish, I'm going to go ahead and wash up this dish that I've used, and we'll have 2 baking dishes in the oven. We had ours with some rice and broccoli on the side. This was really good and super simple. I hope you give it a try. Here are your ingredients, and directions will be in the description box below. And because we don't want to forget about our slow cookers, let's do a slow cooker recipe. Today I'm going to make some Swedish meatballs. I had several recipes for them. I believe I found this one in one of my cookbooks from the 80s. And, or was it Facebook? Maybe Facebook. Anywho, we're going to put in a can of cream of mushroom and a package of dry ranch mix. I have the bottle, so I just do 2 tablespoons. And then a half of the can filled up with whatever milk you have on hand. And then you're going to give this a whisk. So I had a lot of recipes for Swedish meatballs, and I just deleted the other 3 that I had because this was not only simple, but it had a fantastic taste to it. So all I'm going to do now is add the meatballs. It said 16 ounces of frozen meatballs. Mine were 28 or 26, let's see, 26 ounces, a count of 26. So I started not to add them all, but then I only had a few left, so I put them all in there. And you just coat them with the gravy or the sauce, and then you're going to cook this on low for 4 to 5 hours. You can use noodles, mashed potatoes, rice, whatever you want to serve it on. I did rice just because I have the new rice maker and I wanted to try it again. The rice is coming out perfect every time. It's wonderful. So I'll show you a picture of our finished bowls, and I hope you give this one a try because it really is the best one that I have done out of all the recipes I had. Here are your ingredients. Today we're making creamy smoked chicken pasta. You'll need about 6 chicken thighs. You want skinless, boneless, and you want them diced up. So I did that previously. And then we're going to put 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, which I spilled the second one in there, and then 2 tablespoons of garlic salt. And then mix that up and put it in a bowl. Let it marinate in the refrigerator. I saw this recipe on a YouTube channel that I watched. The lady's name is Lauren Nicholson, and I will link to her video where she shared this recipe so you can get the directions. She has it typed out in her description box. I will put the ingredients at the end of this one like I always do. So while the chicken is marinated, I'm going to go ahead and chop up the garlic. And it called for shallot, which I didn't have, so I just used a little onion. And I'll just put them in a bowl, and that way they're ready for when I get ready to prepare the dinner. We're just going to add some liquid smoke. It's at about a tablespoon, so I put that in there. And I have the oil heated up in my skillet. She used a cast iron, so if you have one, you can use that also. We're going to cook all this until it is brown, and then we'll take it out and move on to the next step. I did check the temperature, it's all cooked through, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the chicken and set that aside. Now we're going to leave all the bits on the bottom of the pan because that's where all the flavor is, and then we're just going to add in the chicken broth. I make my own, so you'll just see me whisk that up. Alright, mix it up with everything from the bottom of the pan, and then we're going to add in it's supposed to be shallots and garlic, but onions and garlic in my case, and we're going to cook that for about 1 to 2 minutes. After the 1 to 2 minutes, we're going to add in the cream cheese. Now this calls for the whipped cream cheese, and that way it melts into the sauce a little easier than it would if it was regular cream cheese. I did speed this up because it takes a while, even with the whipped, to get it incorporated. But it did come together nicely. And once we get all the cream cheese mixed up, we'll add the half and half. And then we're going to add some mozzarella cheese. This is a very rich dinner. It's delicious. I would suggest doing it with like a side salad. I think that would have been very nice. Okay, now we'll add the mozzarella and we'll mix that up until that gets melted into the sauce, and then we're going to add the chicken back to the pan. Now, Lauren did her pasta at the same time she was cooking this because she has more than one burner. I have one. So what I did is I put this into the oven to keep it warm, and then I boiled the pasta. Soon it's going to be cool enough and I can start using the propane again, and I'll have 3 burners. I won't know how to act. Alright, off it goes to the oven, and then we're going to get some water boiling, and I'll just put a little bit of salt in there, and then we'll get our noodles cooked. Now we'll drain our noodles. Now, going back, I'm pretty sure Lauren mixed her noodles together with her sauce, put it in all one big pan. I left mine separated because I like to keep my noodles separate from the sauce if I want to have them for lunch the next day. However, Big Daddy mixed his all together, and he said that was really, really good like that. So I think next time I will put my noodles on the plate, then put the sauce in, maybe do it in a bowl where I can mix it all up together. So I hope you give this a try. Like I said, super delicious. I'll show you our finished plates here and give you the ingredients, and again the directions will be linked to Lauren's video, and she has it typed out over there on her channel. I just want to make sure she gets the credit for the recipe, as this was hers. I hope you guys enjoyed these fall dinners, and I hope one of them at least inspired you to try something new. If you made it to the end, leave me a comment. Otherwise, I will see you on Friday. Have a great week, guys.